are the supplies we'll be using. We might not use them all. Hey, what's up everybody? It's your girl Kelly Nicole, and I am back today with a tree swag. Last year I charged for this class. This year we're gonna do it for free for everybody. So this is a fun project to do. Pretty easy and simple. You don't have to spend a lot of money doing it. Or if you want better supplies, you can spend more money doing it. Like I tell you all the time, what I do is how I do it. You may find a different method that you like. So first we're going to start out with a 4-foot Christmas tree. This came from Dollar Tree and it was $5. You could throw all of this away. You don't need any of these pieces. That's trash, trash, trash. So when you first start out, you're gonna have to fluff this tree. Most people are gonna put this on their door, and so you have to be able to hang it. And this is how I do mine. I always use a zip tie. I just put one zip tie. I don't go at the top. I kind of go in the middle, like where the green is. And I always use 3 zip ties. I'll just put one. Doesn't matter what color they are. I'm just gonna put one. Then I'm gonna put another one in. And this bottom one, I will tighten. I'm gonna tighten it as tight as I can get it. Once you get it as tight as possible, then you can cut that one off. This one you're gonna use to hang, and then I'll put one more on for hang. I want it to kind of hang up here, and so I put 3 on for that reason. So it'll hang from more at the top instead of this one right here. And so you can cut this off now and cut this off. And so now you have your hanger. You're going to put a bow here and cover it so you don't have to worry about how it looks. Like I said, first thing you're going to have to do is you're going to have to fluff your tree. The back of the tree is going to be flat, so all you kind of got to do is just kind of just spread it out while it's flat. Just kind of spread it out. The back of it is going to be flat because that's going to be the part that's on the door. Once you slide it down, it'll have this long piece. You can pull it out. And then you're just going to spread everything flat and just bring it out to the sides. Just flatten it. Bring everything out to the sides. It'll be some in the back. You can pull those out as well. If you see, those are still kind of flat, but you're going to make those go out as well, even though you don't worry about how the back looks. You're just trying to fluff it up. Now I'm going to flip this back over to this side right here. And you just keep going. Fluff, fluff, fluff is the name of the game. Fluff, fluff, fluff. Okay, so once you got see how it's like, looks more like a tree? First it was flat and everything was together. So it's starting to get a shape. So once you start to get your shape, then you're gonna start pulling some of them up like a tree. Pull some up. You don't have to pull all of them up. You're just going to start pulling them up. These are going to get moved around a lot. So it doesn't have to be perfect. You're just going to start fluffing. Kind of spreading everything out. As if it was like a peacock. Spread everything out. It's going to be like 2 and 3 stuck together. Just spread. You have to take 2 and pull them apart. Just start fluffing it up. And see how it's starting to get more shape now? Just start fluffing it up. Sometimes these are easier to make hanging up. Sometimes they're easier to make laying down. I typically make mine from the hanging position, but I just thought it would be easier for you to see, better for you to see laying down. So if it's difficult, I apologize, but you know that if I had the camera up, I would be even farther away from the camera. So this is the only way I can do it and keep you zoomed in. I did back you up a little bit so you can see more of the tree. But once we start getting it fluffed out, then we're gonna start adding items. And like I always tell you, you can add whatever items you want. You might not like the items I have. The bottom of the tree, I don't fluff here because I always put a sign here. Some kind of Christmas sign. And I'm going to, this theme of this tree is going to be like snowman or snow. And so I have this cute little Days Till Christmas wood plaque or sign. And it's so cute. It came from Dollar General. It was $3. And this is what we're going to use to put at the bottom of the tree. And depending on how big the sign is at the bottom, that's how far I know I got to fluff. So I'll put this sign along here. And so I always leave like a little bit at the bottom. That one piece is always hanging. And then so all of this does not have to be fluffed. My sign may be this big. And then I'll have to fluff this and not this part. So it depends on if you put a sign at the bottom. That depends on if you know how much you got to fluff or not. So I know that I don't have to fluff past right here. And then I kind of remember it's a little gap here. So if I go up one little section, then I'll know that's where mine is going to sit. So I'm going to slide this back down. Let me move some of these ornaments. Sorry for all the noise. Just want to be able to fit more in. Okay, so let's start filling it up. I always like to use, I make a lot of Christmas wreaths. And I made so many of these different last year. Like I made a Grinch one. I made one for football teams. Like the themes are endless. Or you don't have to have a theme. You could just do it however you want. You don't have to have a theme. See how it looks? If I back it up, see how fluffy it is now? Okay. So everything is going to be kind of like red and white. So we're going to go with red and white decorations. Red, white, black. I always like to use mesh in my wreaths. It just helps to fluff it up. I prefer to use some red, but I see I don't have any red. So I'm going to use this red and white, and then I have some white. So where is my white? It's right here. And I like this white. Usually when you buy white, it has this iridescence to it. But this one is just like pure white. This one right here is all the way white. It doesn't have that iridescence in it that it always does. And this came from Hobby Lobby. See, it's kind of fluffy like snow. I like this one. Oh, it's so cute. So I'm going to take some. So I'm going to be moving the tree, moving it back and forth. So I'm going to take, I don't want this to stick to it all the way. It can because you're not going to be able to see it. But I'm just going to knock that off. You will make a mess, just so you know. I really like this because it looks like snow. So I'm going to take these two together. And then I'm going to cut them, two of them together. I'm just going to line them up. And I'm going to make it probably about, I'm going to tell you how long. Hold on, let me measure. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I can always cut it off if I need to. And once I cut this, I'll tell you how long it is. And I usually do 3 of these. I usually do 3. And this is 24 inches. And then 24 inches again. And then about 3 inches. So 24 plus 24. That's 48 plus 2. So about 50 inches is how long it is. I'm going to put this in my tree, and this is how I'm going to do it. So I'm going to put these side by side. I'm going to kind of like scrunch them up like this. And then I'm going to scrunch this one up the same way. And I'm going to put them together like this. I'm going to scrunch them together. And I'm going to kind of make this bubble effect in my tree. It's going to be kind of like a ribbon. I'm going to gather it up and hook it between some branches like this. And then I'm going to go down and gather it up and hook it between some branches some more. And then I'm going to go down and do it a third time at the bottom. And so I usually do this on the middle of the tree, straight down the middle, and on each side. I do wish I had red, but it's okay. I have red, but I don't have a lot of red. So I'm just going to use the red for the little individual pieces, and I'll show you how I do those as well. So I'm going to gather these together. I'm going to get my tree back. And I'm going to start at the very top. I'm going to divide it. I'm going to put it in between 2 branches. And then I'm going to take it, I'm going to take 2 branches and basically not tie them in a knot, but I'm going to twist 2 branches really tight and twist 2 branches, twist them 2 times, just like I made a knot in the tree. So it's like a knot. And then I'm going to gather these really nicely, as nice as I can. I'm going to kind of try to fluff them up. And I'm going to make like, kind of like a bubble or a poof in the middle of the tree. And then once I make it and get it how I want it, I'm going to press it down and I'm going to grab 2 more branches. And then I'm going to twist them really tight and then twist again, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch these so the white is on the opposite side. So I'm just going to switch them like this, right in the middle. Make it look like a swirl is going down the tree. I'm going to grab it, both sides. I'm going to make that same little shape that I made before. Once I get it how I want it, I'm going to grab 2 more branches. And then I'm going to twist it tightly and twist it tightly again. And then I'm going to do it one more time. Keep in mind that my sign is going to be here. I'm going to twist these again so the white is closer to you as you are seeing this. And I'm going to do it again. I'm going to grab them just like so. You might have to fluff them a little bit to get them how you want them. I'm going to gather them again. And then I'm going to make a smaller bump. So I have like 3 bumps going down the middle. And then I'm going to put this at the bottom. Same way. I'm going to kind of fluff it a little bit how I like it. And then I'm going to twist tightly and twist again. I have twisted and broken a branch before, but it was okay. I just threw it to the side and did it with another branch. If you twist your colors like me, then you'll have to play with it a little bit more. And so this is just extra. It's going to get cut off, so it really doesn't matter how this looks down here. But I'm going to eventually cut this off, and then the rest of it is going to be hidden behind my sign. So, see? See? And then we're going to do this again. I'm going to do this again down between here. And I'm going to do it again on the opposite side down between here. Same thing. So let me go ahead and start. And then if you want to, like, I mean, you're welcome to change your color however you want to change your color. I mean, I could add some silver here. I have some silver. That still is kind of in the theme because some of my ornaments have silver in them. Like some of my ornaments have silver in them. So if I still wanted to add like a little silver in, but basically I'm just doing like pretty much red and white theme. I can do just white down this side over here, and then I can do just white down this side over here, which I really think I'm going to do. So I'm just going to do white. And I always do 2 strips every time, but I may just do 1 and 1. But I'm going to decide this right now. And then I'll go back and just add some more just solid red in the tree. Because I really like the white because this is like a snow theme. Even when I put the ones on the side, I always put 2. I always put 2 here and 2 here. So it's always 6 pieces of this in it. So I'm about to decide now if I want to do. I'm just going to cut them. I can always roll it back on if I don't use it. But this is going to be my deciding factor. I'm going to need about 2 rolls to do this. And that's to do all 3 of them. 2 rolls of mesh. And this is the 6-inch mesh. Is it 6 inches? I thought 10 inches. Sorry. 10-inch. So let's grab 2 of these. Because I have like some white snow little balls I'm going to put on it. I'm just going to do 1. I've never done it with 1 before. So this is like a spur of the moment decision. So once I put this 1 on, we're going to see how I feel about it. And if I feel okay about it, then I'm twisting 2 branches. And I know it's hard for you to see this. And I'm going to fluff this up. I kind of go in between the branches. Kind of goes this some behind it, some on top of it. I'm going to make that same, create that same bubble. And I'm going to meet it at the same spot that I met the other one. But I'm going to grab 2 separate branches on the side, and I'm going to twist 2 branches to kind of make that bubble look. I'm going to twist again, just to secure it. And then I'm going to repeat the same pattern. I'm going to go in between my branches. You'll be able to see it a little bit better when I do the other side. I'm going to grab 2 branches. I'm going to twist and twist. Now I'm trying to untwist. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to untwist my branches because I want to make my bubble a little bigger. Which 2 did I use? This is so confusing. Okay. I'm going to make my bubble a little bigger. So to make it a little bigger, all you got to do is just pull it a little bit. All right. Let's make my next bubble. I call them bubbles, but they're, you know, humps. It's like a camel hump in the Christmas tree made out of mesh. And then 1 more. I'm gonna find 2 branches that I can twist this between. Okay, so you see my 1, 2, 3 humps here. I'm gonna turn this around. I have 1, 2, 3 humps. Same thing. I have trees on the back, trees right here, humps, and I'm gonna divide the next one the same way. I'm kind of just, it's kind of like a filler in your tree. And I still always put 2 on each, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. This is really my first time putting 1, like I said earlier, on the side before, but I'm just trying it out, trying to see how I like it. So I'm gonna put this in here, same way. I'm gonna twist the branch tightly and twist again. And you can even twist it 3 times if you want. I'm gonna stand up. I'm gonna divide these branches. I'm gonna make my little bubble hump. I'm gonna kind of make sure it's kind of even with the one on the other side, the opposite side. And then I'm gonna twist it right in the same area with 2 branches. Twist, twist. Second hump, divide branches. Hump. Hump, hump. And then 1 more, divide branches. And this is the last one. And we're gonna meet it down at the bottom and twist, pull tightly, twist. So this is what it looks like so far. We have our 3 different sides. So you can still continue to fluff after you do this, because you're gonna mess them up every time you add things or take away things. Sometimes I have to take the branches and stick them back under the hump because I have too many on one side. Okay, so now we're gonna make some more filler, and it's gonna be some red mesh. I told you that I didn't have a lot. This is all I have. It's this little bit right here. And so we're gonna use these to make some individual pieces to put on the tree. So I'm gonna cut this probably about about 11 inches. I'm not gonna have enough to make very many of these. I could have went to the store and bought more, but all of this stuff I already had at home from last year, except the new ornaments I bought. But I got tons and tons of Christmas mesh and everything else that we need. So to help these go a little bit longer way, I'm just gonna add one of these with each one. We're gonna cut those about the same. I'm probably only gonna use probably 3 or 4 of them. If a lot of you make mesh wreaths, you'll know exactly what I'm doing right now. I need some pipe cleaner, so give me 1 second. I didn't grab any. Pipe cleaner, pipe cleaner. I have all different colors, but I'm just gonna grab some red. Wow, this is a fat pipe cleaner. I don't know if I ever seen this. I don't even know where I got this from. Look at this pipe cleaner. Look how big it is compared to a regular pipe cleaner. I don't even know where that came from. But it doesn't matter really what color you use. So I'm just going to curl this. Once I curl the very end, I'm going to smush, 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 and then grab this. Kind of creating this shape right here instead of just rolling it up. So you just curl the end, smush, 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 and then curl the opposite end. Yeah, that's fine. I guess that's okay. I'd rather them be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Hold on. You can see how you have something in your mind and then you change it. Smush, smush, smush. Curl the end under towards you and smush those together. Okay, so I just want the red ones, so I'm just going to use the red ones. I'm going to put a pipe cleaner in here. All you need is a little piece. You don't need the whole pipe cleaner, just to hold them together. Put the pipe cleaner in and then spin it. And you're going to use the branches to attach it, so you could just take the rest of the pipe cleaner that's on there and just fold it back on itself. And so we have this little circle, smush in, do the end. It's kind of hard once you get to the middle of the roll because they're already kind of really shaped. And plus, like I said, I had this from last year. I should have picked up a new roll. But going to Hobby Lobby and during Christmas season, you got to pray before you go. Twist, twist, twist. Wrap, wrap. And then we got one more. Don't talk about my little raggedy pieces, because they are indeed a mess. Twist, gather, gather, gather. So don't talk about them. Twist, twist in, smush. And then we need one more piece of pipe cleaner. And so 3. I like 3s. If you watch me all the time, well, we're not going to count the fact that 3 is my favorite number. But we're going to find 3 spots where we want to put these. So you could put one here. And what you do is you take 2 branches and you go like to the end of the branch. This is how I'm going to do, watch. I'm going to twist these together at the end. So I made like it's like a circle right here. I twisted them together at the end, and then I'm going to put this in between it and twist again. So it kind of made it just sit out on the edge. See the circle I put between it? Instead of pushing it way toward the center, I want it kind of to be out like it's on the edge. I'm going to put one on this side the same way. I'm kind of going to go like in a, kind of like a here, then here, then here. So I'm going to put this one a little more toward the back. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to twist 2 together at the end, like 3 inches away from the end. I'm going to put this inside of it, and then I'm going to twist around that. Let's put the last one in. I'm going to put it over towards you. I'll put it right about here, and I'm going to do it again. Take 2, put them together. Twist them together toward the end, cross them like an X, and then twist them together at the end. Then put this in the middle of that little, piece that you created, and then twist that 2 around, those 2 around. And then so you have them stuck to the tree on the outside. Just gives more fluff. More fluff. So now I'm going to put on this portion right here. We know that it goes right here. Almost always when I buy a sign, not always, but almost always, they have like a little hook here. And I just use this hook to hang it on the tree. I'll come up here. I'm going to open this up. I'm going to grab a branch out of here, 2 branches. I'm going to pull them through the center. And then I'm going to put this on one branch. And then I'm just totally going to twist it the same way. I use my branches to like twist and hold things. And if you want to push those 2 branches back under, you can. But it's secure when it's hanging. But I also like to glue this down as well. And so I'm going to take my glue gun. And then I'm just going to put some glue. Just squirt it on the tree. My glue stick always decides to run out when it's time. Perfect timing, glue gun. And this just helps it be more sturdier when you pick it up so it won't sway. It kind of just lays flat. I have to ship these as well. And anything I could do to stop them from moving when I ship them, it helps. So I'm just going to lift that up. I'm just going to glob glue all on the tree. Glob it. Glob, glob, glob. All the way down to where it stops. And then I'm just going to simply put my hand on it and hold it until it dries. With it laying down, it's so much easier to do this step. A lot of times I do this step standing up, but it's easier to do this laying down. I always put these on, my ornaments on standing up. So this is kind of weird for me, putting it on while I'm sitting down. So I got these little balls. That one has a snowflake on it. I couldn't leave it in the store. These came from Dollar General. Dollar General. I couldn't leave them just because they had a little snowflake on them. And this is a snow theme. I'll take 4 out. 5 came in a pack. And I'll start adding these on. And I might change them around once I stand up with the tree. I'm sure I will. Because I'm going to stand it up and fluff and change my ornaments around. And since I only have ornaments left, I think I'm just going to go ahead and stand up. Y'all will be a little bit farther away from me. But I can't add ornaments while it's not up. So I have these ornaments right here. It's like it's kind of fluffy. I thought those kind of mimic a snowball. Not sure if I'm going to use those. I have these little ones that has a snowman in it. Super cute. Not sure how many I'll use of that. Then I have these little icicles. Not sure if I'll use those. And then I have these. I don't even know what this is. But some kind of plant. And I got these just in case I might use them. Probably won't, but I just got them just in case. And don't forget that I have my snowballs. And then I have some snowflake ornaments that light up as well. So I'm going to change positions. I'm going to go to where the tree is hanging. And keep in mind that the camera will be a little bit farther away. So I'm just going to do the best that I can. This is what it's looking like so far. Okay, so I'm going to use my hanger to hang it. And then we are going to fluff. You can fluff so much better when it's hanging up already. And I really need it to be taller, but I don't know where my other door hanger is. I actually stole this one off my daughter's door. So I'm still fluffing. I always feel like these branches are too long at the top. You know, they do sell swag wreaths as well. I have a lot of them, but they are not as big. Look at this swag wreath in comparison. And this was $5, and this was $19.99. So I do use these as well, but unless you want a smaller wreath, you use these. But this is double the size of that. Keep fluffing. Just keep fluffing. It doesn't look good until you fluff, fluff, and fluff. And it's kind of hard to do. With it sitting down. A lot of times I feel like these branches right here are too big. And so the same thing I did when I crossed the two over like this to shorten them, I'll do it. Watch. I'll take these two, cross it over, and push it in and twist it like that. And see how it made these shorter? And so I'll do that with all of these. Because sometimes I feel like the top of the branches are too long. You can totally cut them off if you want to, but this works as well. I've done this on a lot. I've made a lot of these trees, and I pretty much do it every time just to shorten them up. It doesn't take away from the aesthetics any. Because we're about to put ornaments on them. So if you notice, look how shorter they are here than like this one here. Can you see now how I shortened it up? And if you want to pull them back out, you could just pull it a little bit straighter. I like to shorten my branches a little bit. It probably would be better if I just cut them off, but I don't have time for that either. Because that wire in the middle of that branch is pretty thick. See, I'm looking at it in the camera as well, judging it. See, it's more shape. More shape. So, it's definitely ornament time. I'll be walking back and forth. I had everything over there so I can do it standing up, but then I changed my mind. When all the ornaments hook together, it's kind of hard to grab just a couple of them. I'm going to bring over a couple of ornaments. Sorry for me walking back and forth, but that's just what I got to do. Because my table is there. Okay, so we have some ball ornaments. See if I can stick them over here. I don't have a table over here. I have a printer over here, no table. I'm gonna put a red one right here. And then gonna put another white one right here. And I'll probably use all 5 of these. And I may take some off. I just put them on. Put them on and put them on. I'm going to put this other red one here. Come on, don't tear up the ornament. I kind of want the snowflake to be showing. Red, red, white. Let me grab some other ornaments. These are so cute. These are the cutest ornaments I've seen. Isn't that cute? These came from Hobby Lobby. They had a whole snow section. And I couldn't leave these with the theme that I was going for. So I'm going to put this on here. They kind of have a white cord on them already. But I'm just going to take the cord and take the knot out of it and kind of tie it on tighter. I'm going to use the same cord just to tie it on tighter. And of course, I want those to be like kind of like the main focus on the tree. I'm going to take that out from here. I'm going to put this one here. I may move this white one. See, they have a little cord on them. I'm just going to undo the cord. It's kind of stretchy. It's kind of like a stretchy cord. The knot is easy to remove. And then I'm going to put this one right here. I'm just going to tie it on this branch. Once I tie it on the branch, then I'll make it fit. I'll slide it to make it fit how I need it to. To like, you know, turn it around the right way. And I'll go back and like cut those cords off if I need to. Those are so cute. Those are so cute. Super, super cute. So I need to move this one. Don't be afraid if you put one somewhere to move it. I think I'm going to move this one. Come on. I don't know how I twisted it on. And I'm going to put this one down here. I like that better. And then I'm going to come over here and I'm going to put the white one right here. Take this snowflake off and put those back on last. And I always like to put, I don't know why, but I always like to put a little bow or something down there, but or an ornament, something. I just don't like to leave that one little piece hanging down there. And so I'll probably put this third ornament at the bottom. See how I feel about it. And after I finish, I'm going to take this on the porch so you can see it probably in even better lighting. We'll see how we like this one down here. I might change it. But most of the time I make a little bow to go here. And then I'll still put a little ornament on it. A bow and an ornament. Come on, don't tear it up. I almost tore it up. And I may take that off, may not. I still need some more ornaments. I think I want to bring this out a little bit. I brought it out like an inch. More toward the outside. Okay. Let's see about these right here. Don't know how I feel about these yet. If I want to add them. But they are super cute as well. And these are the big snowballs. And the fuller you want your tree to be, add them. The only thing I don't like about it is it's kind of off-white. Let's move this one. Don't tie it tightly in case you want to move it. Tie it loosely. Even though those are my favorite, I kind of like that ball in the middle. It's kind of like right where my gathers are. And I'm gonna, I didn't even put these on yet. I just stuck them there just to see how I feel. I just stuck them there in that spot. I'm going back, tying it loosely again, in case I want to move it again. Don't tie it tight. But the little snowman ornaments are the absolute best. I'll take this one off. I'm not going to tie it once until I decide if I want to leave it here. Because if I leave these here, I might move my red one down a little bit here. Just know that you're going to do this. Move it and move it and move it. I just don't want them too close to each other. Kind of spread out, but not too close. But I want my little snow ones to be like the main focus. I'm going to put these on, but I'm going to kind of like make them not the main focus, but put them on there. Yeah, so they indeed need to be there, but I'm just not going to leave them as the main focus. I like them. Okay, so now we can go and add snowflakes. snowflakes, snowflakes. And we can add icicles if we want, because we do have icicles. I do like the icicles. They give them an added frostiness. We make sure it's on there. I do like the icicles. So, was it only 1, 2, 3, 1? I'm the even queen, so when it's not even, it drives me insane. I feel like I need one more icicle. Or just let me bring this one up some. That'll help it a little bit. Let me put it back here, right here. I'm gonna add these, and I'm just gonna stick them in. They stick really well. If you're just gonna put this on your porch, then there's no need to add any. They stick really, really, really well. Let me grab some more because I have tons of them. All right, so snowball time. Oh, I forgot that I did have this ornament. I only bought one. It's a little snow sled. And since we're sticking with the snow theme, that might be my one I put for at the bottom. I always put like a little bow there. And so I'll put that at the bottom with the little bow. I have my snowballs. Throw them at you. I'm just going to randomly sit these in places. And then I can go back and glue them. It's gonna fall off. It looks like cotton balls. You could probably put a hook in it as well. I'm going to grab my glue gun. I'm just going to put a little glue on it and hook it to the tree. A little glue and hook it to the tree somewhere. And you can always pull them off if it's not in the right spot for you. I think it's adorable. I have another pack of those little balls, snowballs. I don't even know why I bought this, but I bought it just in case I wanted to use it. And I might use it behind the bow at the top. We'll see. We'll see. I think I'm going to add like 2 more of these. And then we're going to make the bow. Let's go to the other side and put some, since we don't have any over here. I'm sorry. I can't visualize it. From the side. Let me stand back. Oh, I think that's cute. And then now we need to make a bow for the top. And we will attach this at the bottom, our little sled. And what I can do is go back here to a branch in the back. If it's low enough, find one of the lower branches. And just hook this on one of the lower branches. And don't shake your tree too much because things are going to fall off. Only the things that are secured though. So if you secured it, it's not going to fall off. I had one icicle fall off. Of course, I did not secure these. All I did was hang them on the branch. If I wanted to secure them, I would have to tie these tighter. I want them to dangle or put them on a Christmas hook. And then this one fell off. And I didn't tie those down as well. I just stuck them in the tree. You can also slide these on a branch. You can slide them on a branch as well. I do that as well. And if you slide them on a branch, they really aren't going anywhere, because they're kind of like really stuck. We are going to make a bow. This is the bow maker. It does not make your bow for you. It assists you in making your own bow. This is the name brand, Celebrated. And I can't tell you if I got this from Joann's. I don't know. I can't tell you. Probably one of those craft stores I got it from. I bought the cutest little snowman ribbon to stick with the theme. Sometimes people like to add like different. I have some red. I can add some red into it too. And I also have this one that it's silver, but it has snowflakes in it. And why not? I had all these from last year, so I want it to have a tail. So what I'm gonna do is I'm going to make a tail for my ribbon, depending on how long you want it. I'm gonna make mine about 16 inches, and then I'm gonna push it in here. That's my tail. That's my one tail. I'm gonna twist it, because if your ribbon if it's not double-sided, you'll have to twist it each time you go over. So I'm gonna make this about 8 inches, my loop. I'm gonna squish it and twist it like so. And then I'm gonna come back. It too will be about 8 inches. And then I'm gonna squish it like that. And then I'm gonna make my other tail. So I have my tail. And so I'm gonna switch colors. I'm gonna go to red. And I'm gonna keep putting tails on as well. This ribbon right here is not double-sided, so you don't have to twist it. I mean, it is double-sided, so you don't have to twist it. Double-sided means it looks the exact same on both sides. So I'm gonna do a tail the same length, and then I'm gonna make this the same size, 8 inches. I'm gonna squeeze this in nicely, put it in. I don't have to flip it. I'm gonna squeeze this in, push it in. Also make that 8 inches. I'm gonna come back. I'm just gonna make 2 of each. 2 red ones. And then I'm gonna come back. I'm gonna squeeze this in. And then I'm gonna cut off my tail. Okay, so now I'm gonna add more snowman. I'm gonna squeeze this in. I'm gonna make the tail the same length. I'm gonna twist it. Instead of making this 8 inches, I'm gonna go in and make it about 7 inches. I'm just gonna go in just a tiny bit. And that's with my loop. They have numbers on here so you'll know how long. I'm just gonna do this one about 7.5 inches. I'm gonna twist. Do this side about 7.5 inches. I'm gonna twist. I'm gonna make 2 of these. Same size, about 7.5. Twist it in, twist your bow, come back. I'm not gonna twist it this time because I'm gonna stop it with 2 loops. Just like so. Snowman, 2 red, 2 snowmans, 2 silver, and then with the snowflakes, and then one I ended it my middle of my bow with the snowman. So, and for this one, you just gather it together like this, just fold it in half, pinch it at the ends. This is going to be the center of your bow, and then you just stick it on one side just like that. So now I need a pipe cleaner or some string or a zip tie. I prefer a zip tie. I just lost my zip ties. I don't know what I just did with them because I just had a whole pack of them. I did a demonstration with you guys with the zip ties. And where are they? Because I don't know. What did I do with them? Oh, there they are. You know how when you're crafting, you lose everything. So I'm just going to use red. And then I'm just going to gather this. I'm going to slide it up a little bit. And then I'm going to stick my zip tie through just like so. And so I'm going to pull this up. And as I pull it up, I'm just going to push my zip tie through here. Once I get it all zip tied, I didn't squeeze it yet, but I'm going to pull it out. And I'm going to twist that part to the back because I don't want the knot being on the front. I'm going to keep it together. And then I'm going to put my knot in the back. And before I twist it all the way, I'm going to put another zip tie through it to hold it on the tree. And you could put a pipe cleaner here, string. But the middle one, I'm going to tighten it all the way now. Once I tighten the middle one all the way, I can cut it off. And then now I just have this one open. I'm going to leave it open to put it on my tree. So we have a bow. I'm going to cut all my tails. I did not cut them. I should have cut them as I was going, but I'm going to cut them neatly now. I'm just going to cut them all with the, just slant it. I'm going to slant this side this way and slant the other side the opposite direction. You could put ducktails on here if you like. I'm just going to slant mine. This is your tree, so you cut it. I'm going to slant these the opposite direction. All right, so I got those all cut. And so now I'm going to start fluffing my bow. This is the middle one. So this one will go like kind of like this. And then what you're going to do is start pulling these. You'll pull one up, one this way, one this way. The next set, one this way, one that way. The next set, one this way, one that way. And the last one, you could just leave it in the center. Same thing. You're going to pull one up, one down, one up, one down, one up, one down, and the center one. And once you get them all like spread out, then you can start fluffing them. And I'm just going to tell you the same thing I tell everybody. It's just better to fluff on a tree. Once you put this on, you're going to smush it. You're going to mess it up. And so the best thing you can do for yourself is to refluff it once you get it on the tree. Then you can get it how you like it. Because as you're putting it on, you're really going to mess it up. So just keep fluffing it. It'll turn into a bow eventually. It'll turn into something you like. If you feel all hope is lost and say, yeah, this is not going to work, the more you fluff, the better it starts to look. See, we have a bow already. And so I'm going to go put this on my tree. And then you'll see. I'm going to hide this box behind the tree. I'm going to hook it on a branch back here. And then I'm going to just drape the lights across it. It is daylight still. But let's see if I can. I still have the sample button on. I didn't put the batteries in yet. I tried to close the curtains a little bit so I can still show you what it looks like. It's kind of hard to see, but they're little snowflakes. It's so cute. As I was moving it outside, I messed my bow up. I moved it. This is what it looks like on the door. I got my icicles. I don't know how many days until Christmas. And my Let It Snow. I still am gonna put like a little tiny little bow there. But it turned out super cute. I don't even know how I did this, but I forgot the most important part of my wreath, my door swag. I crocheted these little hat, I crocheted these little mittens, and I crocheted a scarf, a little scarf as an ornament for the tree because I was doing the snow theme. And I don't know how I forgot when I was doing my video because I did this first before I even thought about doing it. So I'm gonna put them on the tree now. All right, so I went ahead and just put them on a little hook and added them on. My little hat. Still looks